Budweiser is coming out with a zero carb beer, a new entrant into their Bud Light healthy category, if you will. Bud Light, as we know, has 4.2% alcohol by volume, comes in at approximately 95 calories. Now, with this new entrant into the Bud Light market, this is a zero carb beer called Budweiser Next. Obviously, a light beer, and this is going to be 4% alcohol by volume. So, even with 4% alcohol by volume, and it's going to come in at 80 calories. And we know with some of the other beers, be it, I think, ultra beers or what have you, I really don't know or recall the names offhand, but some of them have like 64 calories or 55 calories. And I think Budweiser might have had a 55 calorie thing, and MGD 64 calorie thing, but all those had low alcohol by volume. Definitely on the 4%, maybe 2 or 3%. But with this, you still maintain a decent alcohol volume for light beer, because as we know, the natural lights and the Bud Lights come in 4.2%, 95 calories. The only other no carb beer that I heard of that's existed for several years, Australia, Burley Brewing Company, Big Head Beer. That's the only other kind of known one, but it's out in Australia, and it's really not talked about here in the United States, and it's really not something you can get a lot of information on that's not from the company itself. Over there at Burley, they supposedly just burn off the extra sugars that come from the fermentation process, and that's how they get down to zero carbs. With this Budweiser Next, supposedly they've been working on this formula for 10 years, so I'm sure they figured out a way to add certain flavors. And I'm going to assume they just did a similar process that the Burley Brewing Company did. Say, hey, these are the sugars that are left behind from when we ferment it. Let's just burn that off, or cook it down, or however they go about that, and just have the beer, barley, hops, alcohol content, however they make beer. I don't know. But I'm just saying there's a new entrant out there, zero carb. First I thought, hey, maybe they're going to try to figure out a way to add fiber to it, like that zero net carb bread that they have out there. And as we know, fiber cancels out carbs. I said, is the company really going to put out like a laxative, a diuretic? So, and that would keep people's beer consumption low. It definitely cut back on it. You definitely don't want to be running to the bathroom in that situation beyond taking a leak. you ain't trying to take a dump behind that. The bars would be in trouble. Your parties would be in trouble. You can't have that. And it's kind of a diuretic anyway. But nonetheless, Budweiser's dropping that zero carb beer 2022. Seems interesting. Only 80 calories, 4% alcohol by volume. And for people that do the keto or the Atkins and things of that nature, this is going to be the beer for you. United States and wherever else they drink Budweiser products. I'm just letting y'all know this should be interesting. Sure, it's going to be a reasonable price. I can see it even taking off in the collegiate atmosphere, since light beer, college kind of goes hand in hand. There's even less calories, still the same kind of alcohol by volume. So you're not going to get almost zero effect. And you can drink a similar amount as you were the Bud Light or the Natural Light and save on some calories. So that's a good thing. I can see this being something. I can see this being the time that this product takes off. Because even the other ones that had lower calories, less alcohol by volume, this is pretty much the same as the Bud Light's Natural Light kind of alcohol by volume. So I can see this one taking off. And if the price point is right, which I'm sure it will be, they're not going to make an expensive beer just because of zero carb. I can see this taking off. And if the taste is right, I mean, it ain't too bad, especially if it's anyone that can deal with Bud Light. Okay, there you go. You got something right there. Maybe, who knows, it could even replace Bud Light or be the new Bud Light. Just because it's going to have zero carbs, be the lower calories. Hey, why not? So yeah, just letting y'all know, 2022, expect that. Keto people, Atkins people, people that don't want to take in too many calories but still want that beer. It's coming for you. Coming for you. Just letting y'all know. So yeah, it's definitely interesting times. Food science is pushing, I guess, the limits to what we can do. So I guess they just want to capitalize on people that's in the keto, Atkins, things of that nature. And hey, it's low calories for anybody else that wants to go about it that way. I'm gonna check it out when it comes out. Maybe give my opinion on it. Well, actually, I don't want. I'm not sure if I want to review it. Who knows if I even be reviewing stuff at that point when it comes out, or if I want to make a video about it. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for it. 80 calories, zero carbs. It's a win for the carbs and the calorie people. But Budweiser next. That's my thoughts. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.